So the plan for today is to get the delivery van, which is on the other side of the shop there, bring it up here and stuff it into this little hole I've created right here over the brush. Now, if you can tell, hopefully, I mean, I'm looking straight across the roof of the shop. There's about 15, 20 foot of elevation change and 100 foot. So this hill here is pretty steep is what I'm saying. It's a little soft and it's covered in snow. So we're gonna ether the van, get it just bouncing off the rev limiter, come screaming up around the shop, kind of this way along the hill because it's a little less, you know, steep. Come up like this in this general area, then come screaming through here and stuff it right there like we mentioned earlier. Let's see if I can make that happen. Take a closer look at what I drug home. From what I was told, I haven't measured, it's got a 16-foot box on it. Let's start with the bad. Well, first of all, it's a Chevy, and well, that sucks. Second, the front's a little beat up. You know, that's minor. That would probably buff out. Not sure what kind of nest, but there's a giant nest stuffed in here under the master cylinder. Bird nest, squirrel, rodent, I don't know. Something I don't want in there, probably. Can't see the motor. We've got, you know, all sorts of relays and doodads and extra wiring that went to who knows what. This one here looks like it might have got a little crispy right there. Either way, none of that matters. It's a van. Okay, nothing to see here. The rockers are completely gone on both sides. Oh, can't see on this side. We'll walk to the other side. While we're on the passenger side, let's take a look at the frame. Yeah, it looks about like the Titanic. Pretty thin, pretty spongy. Not looking great. The tires. Holy cow, all 6 tires have tread for days. All of them. The problem is, oh, this one here looks okay. About half of them have got some pretty good dry rot going on because, well, they are from 2013. But they've got good tread at least. Frame back here is more of the same, just everything is crispy under there. The floor on the box is actually in great shape. Rear bumper, well, it's about to fall off, if I'm being honest. There's not much left to it. The latch here for the door is also pretty much non-existent. You can see on this side the cables broke off. It's all coiled up there. It's got hinges missing, rollers missing. You know, that's all minor stuff. Look at the floor. The floor is in great shape. The sides are in good shape. The roof looks pretty good. I found one spot up right there where the rail ends where it looks like it might be leaking a little bit of water. Nothing too major. Picked up this tiller because it was just way too cheap. Got this giant fan. The guy was going to put a new motor in it. The kid tore it apart, never finished. That was a freebie. Threw it in the back of the van at the auction house. So the box itself is in pretty good shape other than the rear door, which is atrocious. Sides are pretty good. This side's got some dents. You know, they rubbed down a couple things, which is odd because this is the driver's side of, you know, all the sides of the van. This is the one you can see. Not sure why this is the side that's all beat up and the other side's good. Like I said, all 6 tires, great shape. Walk around, take a peek in the cab. Last video you saw, I ripped the doghouse off. I'm gonna stuff that back on and try and keep, you know, some critters, at least raccoons, out of the cab. The mice, sure, they're gonna get in here. Once again, the nest continues on top of the motor. It's got I don't remember, it's only like 120,000 miles on it. But she runs rough. Headliner is, you know, MIA. I mean, overall, it's really not that horrible of a vehicle. But when you actually get down there and look at the frame, door handle reinforcement, look at that. That's just, I didn't notice that before. That's about the stoutest door handle I've ever seen in a Chevy. So that brings us to the question of, what am I going to do with this van? Well, hardly runs. I can put some money into it and get it running and try and flip it, but then I've also got to register it, pay tax, all that jazz. By the time I do that, my $100 investment's a lot closer to $500, especially once I start throwing parts at it. And I'm figuring it's worth maybe $1,000, maybe $1,500 on a good day, but then you still got the frame looking like it does, and no rockers, and the interior is kind of whooped up. And on this side, the box is missing the, you know, the frame along the side. And like we talked about, it's smashed in up here. So my goal for this van is to just turn it into a shed. I'm gonna take the box off. I'm gonna put it somewhere. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna put it somewhere and turn it into a shed, strip the cab, sell what I can, sell the tires, scrap the rest. And I've actually got, once again because I'm a hoarder, a bunch of old privacy fence panels. So I'm gonna take those panels and do some board and batten style siding alongside the box, make it look like a beautiful wood-sided shed. It's gonna be real nice. So that's the plan, but for now, I don't want it sitting here because you stare at it right out the back of the house and it's ugly, guys, let's be honest. The wife doesn't want to look at it. So I'm gonna spray a bunch of ether right in the air box again, hopefully get it fired up. And like I said, just full send it up around the shop to the top of the hill up there. Got the battery inside right now on the charger. Bring that out here. Hopefully it's charged up enough to where this thing will actually crank over, and we'll see. We'll see if she'll go. All right, here goes nothing. Come on, baby. More ether. Be right back. Needs more ether. All right, take two. Of course, the window's covered in ice, and I don't have an ice scraper down here. Also, the GoPro, of course, won't stick to the windshield because of the ice. So I might just hold you out the window and give you that view. All right, we're going for it. Got her put in first, and she's in first, and I'm just gonna hold her to the floor. Once it stays running, that is. Come on, pig. Well, we're not on fire. At least it doesn't look like we're on fire. I'm gonna go out and unhook that battery either way. Don't need an electrical fire. I was a little worried because it got a little slick this morning with this extra snowfall. Boy, this fit right in here. Look at this, just, man. Whew. I forgot that rebar was there. That would have been a fun thing to discover with the front tires, wouldn't it? Well, there ain't much room around this thing, but it's shoehorned in here. I don't think I can see it from the house because God's wonderful nature. Look at this. Can't see the house, so that means the house can't see me, right? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with anyway. Yank the battery out. All right, that's pretty well put away for the winter. I would really like to get my riding mower put in here, get it out of the shop for the winter. But the problem with that is you can see this beautiful pallet of miscellaneous garbage. There's my steel ramps, all the way in the bottom, under all that steel. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if my skid steer can pick it up and set it in there. It's going to be pretty well maxing it out, but I might try. And I got it full of junk now. Got a couple rolls of straw blankets for grass seeding, the stump grinder, oh, that fan and the tiller that were already in here. Threw the generator in there. Now that we got power in the shaft, don't need that currently. And best of all, I got the zero turn in the back. It's gonna be so nice not having all this junk in the shop all winter. And obviously once I've got the box ripped off of the axle and frame, the ground level is gonna be right here. And I can just drive right in there, no big deal. But for now, this is good enough for the winter. Well, getting all this junk here out of the shop and in this trailer is going to be awesome. So much more room in there. I'm so close to actually being able to work on projects in there, which is going to be amazing having all this extra space with all that junk out of the shop. Guys, I greatly appreciate you watching. If you're still here, thank you for watching all the way through. Happy New Year's. It is January 1st today. Guess I'll see you in the next one.